Do you know the true story of Alexander the Great? History books lied to you. They tell you about a brilliant strategist who conquered the known world using only his intellect and army. But this is the forbidden testimony of a divine betrayal and the birth of a myth that still haunts the depths of the oceans. The truth is, Alexander was no ordinary mortal. On his journey to the edge of the world, deep within the catacombs of a forgotten temple, he claimed a weapon that was never meant for human hands, the divine spear forged from a fallen star. This weapon pulsed with pure cosmic energy, capable of tearing the fabric of reality itself. With this spear in hand, Alexander didn't declare war on nations. He declared war on tyranny. He set out to destroy the wicked kings and dark entities that had secretly ruled humanity for centuries. With every swing of his spear, thrones of evil shattered and the world drew closer to absolute freedom. No one could stop him on the battlefield. No one could phase him out in the open. His campaign wasn't about conquest, it was a cleansing fire. The divine spear granted its wielder the strength of the universe itself. Generals and soldiers watched in sheer awe as the young king single-handedly faced entire armies of tyrannical rulers. Where walls built of dark magic and fear once stood, a single strike of Alexander's weapon turned them to dust. The world was changing. For the first time in 1,000 years, mankind looked at the sky without fearing cruel gods and their earthly puppets. Alexander was one step away from ultimate victory. The last wicked kings were backed into a corner, and the light of freedom was finally about to triumph. But the greater Alexander's power grew, the deeper the shadow that began to creep within his own ranks. Fear is a powerful motivator, but greed is far deadlier. Alexander's closest generalsmen he had bled with in battle did not share his vision of a free world. They looked at the divine spear and saw a power they wanted for themselves. They realized that once Alexander destroyed the last of the wicked kings, there would be no room left for their own dark ambitions. On the battlefield, Alexander was invincible, but in the safety of his own camp, he was vulnerable. The night before the final battle, where the old world order was to be permanently destroyed, betrayal was born in the royal tent. His greedy generals filled the king's cup with wine, and the most potent poison humanity had ever known, a poison capable of burning even divine blood. As Alexander drank from the cup, the divine spear in the corner faded to darkness for the very first time. But Alexander had one unwavering guardian, his sister, Thessalonike. While he fought on the front lines, she guarded the most sacred secret on earth, the ancient spring of the water of life, the only thing capable of reversing any death and healing any wound. Thessalonike sensed her brother was in grave danger. Holding the glowing vial of mystical water, she rushed through the camp in the dead of night. Ignoring the warnings and the treacherous glares of the generals, she burst into the tent, but destiny was faster. It was too late to revive Alexander. The last spark of life in his eyes faded the exact moment she fell to her knees by his bedside. The divine spear lost its chosen one, and the generals, with swords drawn, began to close in on her, desperate to claim both the weapon and the remaining water of life. In tears and profound grief, Thessalonike understood that her brother was gone and the world was lost to greed. Rather than allowing the secret of immortality to fall into the hands of traitors, She raised the vial to her lips and drank the mystical water of life herself. With the roaring generals charging at her, she ran out of the tent to the highest cliff and leapt into the dark, churning waves of the ocean. But the water of life would not let her die. It reshaped her body, merging her with the sea. Thessalonike became a true mermaid, an immortal being of the deep. For centuries, she has roamed the world's oceans, conjuring massive storms and asking lost sailors one single question: does King Alexander live? She still hopes her brother somehow miraculously survived, and the evil forces that won that night. To this day, they watch the dark ocean in terror, knowing that one day the depths will answer back. Do you think Thessalonike will ever find peace? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more forbidden stories of history.